Welcome back to Make Me a Fan. I'm the Jag.
I'm Pete.
And we are watching underrated matches, and yesterday was a doozy. Yesterday we watched Aleister Black versus Velveteen Dream, and today the Encyclopedia, one of those guys is coming back for more underrated action. Tell the people what match we're about to watch.
So we're about to watch Aleister Black versus Adam Cole.
Baby. Absolutely. Now, I don't know, is this for a championship or anything? Do we know?
I think this will be a surprise for you.
All right, surprise for me. I'm an NXT rookie. This should be entertaining. Adam Cole's fantastic. Aleister Black is fantastic. Now, we got two back-to-back matches with Aleister Black. Encyclopedia.
Yes, sir.
Do you consider Aleister Black to be underrated?
Until he was a known quantity with NXT, yes.
Okay, all right.
But there's lots of PWG stuff. There's lots and lots of progress. There's lots of stuff from the UK,
all right.
and in Europe of Tommy wrestling as Tommy N. But yeah, that's Aleister Black.
What about now that he's on the main roster? Is he underrated as far as SmackDown and Raw go?
Well, I think here's the problem is that you've got so many talented people. I mean, it's the problem. This is the same problem that we have at NXT. There's so many stars.
Yep.
And even though you have like about 120 of these wrestlers between these three brands, it's still stars on stars on stars.
It's easy to get lost in the shuffle.
Yes.
But he still is pretty much, I mean, lately...
he's a top star.
He's been featured on pretty much every episode of Raw in the last few months, right? So the guy's got a great entrance, he's got great music, he's got a great gimmick. I'm excited to see this one. So open up your new tab, Control-T, head to the WWE Network. I'm sure I put a link down below somewhere. Click on this freaking match and watch it with us because I have a feeling it's going to be a doozy. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hit that button right about now. We're back, and Aleister Black is prolific and gifted. This is an Extreme Rules match. I didn't know it was Extreme Rules, so we had chairs, we had ladders, we had tables, we had all kinds of craziness going
Outside
down.
interference.
Yes, outside there. I was wondering when they were going to come out. Fantastic match. I don't know if it was as good as the Velveteen match from yesterday, but it was still freaking amazing. Some really cool spots in this match with the two chairs together, you know? Some big moves, and of course the thumb injury, which you pointed out, I didn't even notice, really. Super cool stuff. Thoughts, first of all?
This is another amazing match. I mean, this is why Adam Cole's the longest NXT reigning champion in the world.
Yes.
This guy is a workhorse. Obviously, Aleister Black is a workhorse. And when you say, hey, guys, go out and just, give them everything.
Oh, for sure.
They literally hit them with everything except the kitchen sink.
Yeah, and it was great. And I wonder... Because I didn't watch a lot of NXT, I missed a lot of this stuff. And Aleister Black kind of, when he came on to Raw, whatever, I was like, okay, this guy looks cool. Wow, look at that kick. This guy's good. But he put in work down in NXT and put on some crazy shows. This place is packed. They're going nuts. The fans are 100% involved. And it's because these guys know what they're doing and they do it well. So
yes,
Adam Cole's been he's been around for a long time. I think I mentioned it before. I watched that. I want to say Kenny Johnson or Kenny Anderson, I forget. But I watched his feature on Adam Cole from freaking 10 years ago. And now look at the guy. Yeah. And it's like, I wonder when he's going to get called up, but he doesn't really need to get called up. I would like to see it just out of respect for him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But he's doing great down there.
I don't think of NXT as a developmental brand anymore. It's a third brand where if, Raw and SmackDown isn't your cup of tea, this is where I am. I mean, I've been a strong NXT fan, saying that's my absolute favorite thing, at least for the last 5.5, if not 6 years.
And I've heard that before. I've heard that NXT is the thing.
Yeah, NXT is the place to be because, all the stars that are kind of on Raw and SmackDown nowadays started out at NXT because that's essentially when you came from the Indies, this was finishing school, coming to NXT. And you know what? It's not even finishing school because it's an option. And believe it or not, that's why people like Finn Balor said, who cares about Raw and SmackDown?
Yeah.
I want to do Broadway. I want to be, it's modern day studio wrestling is what it is.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
And that's what I love. Is I love studio wrestling. This is this generation studio wrestling. Yeah. Eventually, they're probably going to tour Raw or to NXT, which whatever. But at Full Sail right now, that is nothing like that building. That building was built for it.
And the storylines are there, which I keep harping on the storylines. But there's so much wrestling that they cram into this 2 hours. Used to be only 1 hour, right? But they cram so much wrestling into these 2 hours. But the stories are there, and you actually care about the people that you're watching. So I'm excited whenever I watch NXT, which I haven't watched lately. And I'm not hating, but I feel like watching the best of, or those packages that what we're seeing right now because of the COVID-19 craptastic situation is not as exciting as live wrestling. So it hasn't caught my attention as much, and I've unfortunately been watching some AEW. AEW needs to take notes of what NXT has done, is doing, and will do, because NXT does it 10,000 times better. Now, I know I just lost half of the viewing audience, but there are people in AEW that could have benefited from a performance center type experience. I don't know, maybe Statlander, okay, could have benefited from some NXT polish. Britt Baker could have benefited from some promo class and some NXT polish. There are a number of talents that could have and probably should have gone to a finishing school, like you just said, that teaches you and gets you ready for the big time. And now NXT is not the finishing school, it freaking is the big time. And I don't know about you, but if I was Chris Statlander, I'd be kicking my own ass right now because I had an opportunity to be at NXT, and NXT, in my opinion, is the place to be.
Understood. No, 100%. Like, if we're going to pick between the two, I would want to be at the PC. I'd want to know that, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Because, again, they're not saying it to denigrate, or they're saying, like, this is what you need to fix if you want to be on point, if you want to be the main event of this. If you want to do that, you got to be the best. You have to do and put in the work.
If I could do anything, I would pull a Sami Callihan. I would go to the PC, I would go to NXT, I would grind in NXT for a couple years, and before they bury me up in Raw or SmackDown, I would get the hell out and go to Impact, because you know that's where I want to go, that's where we want to go, it's freaking Impact. But I would love to get the shine, the polish, aka the rub from the Performance Center, and go and do NXT, because NXT is a great place to be, and then get the hell out before you're on 3-hour show of wrestling with only 47 minutes of actual in-ring action. You know what I'm saying? But enough hate, this is about the love. And for the underrated extravaganza, this one is, I would say, underrated, because I hadn't heard about it. And you were there, you weren't at this one specifically.
But I watched it live.
Hell yeah. 100%. So you knew, but the Jag, of course, being a casual, at least up until a few months back, a casual. I had never heard of this match, so it is most definitely underrated, and I even got some AEW hate in there, so eat that, suckers.
So
what's tomorrow?
Let's continue it. We have Adam Cole, baby,
okay,
versus Ricochet.
Really?
And Takeover for Brooklyn.
That's
Brooklyn
some
for
mad
Takeover
potential.
For
okay.
Oh no, this is awesome because, and I'm going to tell you, Adam Cole has the North American champion. He's the first North American champion.
All right, I like that. Okay, so come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Eastern. Hit that subscribe button, because the underrated extravaganza is the best piece of wrestling you're going to find right now. That includes this craptastic pre-taped substitution fiesta called WrestleMania. Okay, this is the best freaking show online. So hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, so you never miss an episode. And if you disagree with what I just said, go to Make Me a Fan 316 or hit us up in the comments and let you know, hey Jag, you're delusional. This isn't the best show around, and I'm gonna say, show me one better. And then you can't, because we are prolific and gifted. See you tomorrow.